My off season was good. We can kind of go through a rundown of it. I had an event in my hometown, finally, that I got a chance to do. That turned out good. I got a jersey retired down there in my high school, which was a long time coming. Very happy for that. Very grateful for that. Um, and after that, we had an alumni game. Of course, I played down there with a couple of guys that was former Wildcats and stuff like myself and whatnot. So that was like the first part of my summer. I'm a newlywed. I got married June 8th. So yeah, wifey, if you're watching this, I made sure I told them, you know. But yeah, so got married, had a family trip, got me and her family out. We really enjoyed ourselves, had a good time, had a honeymoon in Cabo, went out to LA to train a lot. I did pretty much a lot this summer, really didn't sit down too much. Didn't be too lazy. Wifey don't like when I be lazy, so I had to move around. I mean, I'm grateful, you know, just basically picking up where we left off from last year. It was, decent season last year. It didn't go as we expected. There's a lot of stuff that happened throughout the season and stuff, and we got new pieces to the team. So I mean, the sky's the limit. I'm ready for it. Will, Monte, Delon, Taj. We got a lot of guys that came from the winning programs. Taj has been in the league for a long time, so he has a lot of experience. Can't wait to really just soak up as much wisdom from him as I can. I'm pretty sure. So like I said, I just can't wait for it. The sky's the limit. We're looking to be playing in the postseason for sure this year. So really just ready for the first game. I mean, it's good because I mean that's something that I would say that I need for sure. Just somebody just coming out of nowhere, giving me advice, something that I see is something that's genuine. Is like he sees that it's something that I can do and it's something that I need to work on. Obviously, he's been in the league for a long time, so he knows I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna retaliate to what he says at all. Like I said, I'm gonna soak it up like a sponge because I want to be in a position to where he's in the same position that he's in. Being in the league for a long time, so I want to be able to find the nicks and crannies that it takes to do that. So learning from a guy like him, when he says I need to set a screen harder, I'm gonna go set that screen harder. Really just the usual, being a little bit more versatile on the offensive end, trying to shoot a little bit more, attacking the basket a little bit more if I ever have the ball in certain situations, little things like that. Not trying to be, Superman or anything, just trying to, add a little bit more to my game to where I can be more of a threat and have a more of a crazier impact on the offensive end when I'm on the floor. Really just like piggybacking off of the last question, really just jump shots for sure. Really just getting out of my comfort zone. There was times where I did take jumpers last year, and I've gotten to the position to where like I'm just gonna start taking them because I feel a lot more comfortable where I am now, and with the team that I'm with, it'll be a lot more spacing on the floor to where I can actually do that. Making opportunities to get baskets for myself and making opportunities to get baskets for other teammates too. You know, really just the energy and the work ethic. Running the floor, being a dynamic roller, being on the rim 24/7, and really just protecting home. You know, and just basically trying to work on being a defensive anchor whenever I'm on the floor. Those are the things that I've been focusing on, I would say. Yeah, because this is like the most normal summer we've had in like 2 years, basically, ever since COVID hit. So just really just getting all that stuff out the way during the summertime, it really helped me kind of like wind down and just really just come back to myself and get more comfortable with myself, like on the floor and off the floor. Helped me a lot mentally too. So really just kind of like getting back to just like the normal things around the world is something that helped me a lot too. Because I mean, when COVID hit, it was tough. We were day in day out. We didn't know what we were going to be able to do, if we were going to be in a lockdown or if we were going to be free. It just felt weird. So now that we're kind of like heading back to the normal scene, it's a bit more different for me now because I feel a lot more comfortable with myself. I mean, I feel it's coming. We got a lot of guys that's been in the league for a long time, so I don't really just step out of line too much because I ain't got that many under my belt. Ace guys are kind of like double basically my years in the league. So when it comes to the time where I have to speak, is I'll say something. But other than that, I let the guys lead the team. They lead by example, and I follow their lead most of the time. Whenever it comes to me, just having to say something is mostly about defense and what we can do better defensively. But other than that, that's all it is. I am. I really am. We're gonna be out there for my birthday on October 1st. So I really can't wait for it. You know, I know we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff on that day, but I'm gonna try to sneak off sooner or later, you know. But all in all, I just really can't wait to be in another culture, out there in the world because being in the American culture, you learning about America, so on and so forth. But it's always good to really just learn what's going on around America too. So being able to kind of like learn about that culture and whatnot, that's something that I've been wanting to do since I was a kid because my dad, he was somewhat intertwined with it. He used to have his talks with me, the little more talk that your dad always gives you and whatnot. But I kind of paid attention to just some of the things that he said about, like, all the countries around the world. And Tokyo was one of them, So I can't wait for it, because of all the conversations that I've had with my pops in the past. Must-haves for long flights, a neck pillow, of course. And if I'm not sleeping, I take my Nintendo Switch with me all the time. And I have a variety of games on that. And 9 times out of 10, if anybody's walking past me on the plane, if y'all are on the same plane as us, I'm going to be playing it. Most of the time when I'm on a plane, I rarely sleep unless like I'm really, really tired. But other than that, I'm up either on my phone or I'm playing the game. I do a little bit of both. I kind of like mix it up, because like if I want to lay back, I put it back there, kind of like relax. Now if I want to lay forward, if I'm like leaning forward or anything, kind of do there. It's like a little headrest. I am not. I am not. I'm most definitely going to try to sleep half of that at least. If I can't, then I'm probably going to be messing with somebody on the plane. Ain't no telling. First impressions. He reminds me a lot of point guard that I played with in high school. He goes by the name of 𝗪𝗡𝗪𝗧. He's trying to get overseas and stuff now himself. But he is a leading point guard, knows how to lead the offense and make plays happen, basically. And when it comes to me and him, we built chemistry the first time we played pickup. So my thoughts on him, definite point guard, knows his role and knows how to lead the offense too.